he doesn't have like that big ego side. So that,
I hear that,
so
yeah.
that's why he's like more like he's fighting really well, but he's also fighting safe.
Yes.
But if you had the big, if you have to be a little bit unhinged, you have to be a bit
Yeah,
crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to be like, I don't care if I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna make sure
Yeah.
I hit you hard.
How's the event from your point of view?
Oh my god, that was so sick.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like obviously I've been to every single like influencer boxing event in the UK ever.
Yeah.
And I went to the
Into
Misfits.
Austin, right?
I went to Misfits
Yeah.
one in Austin, Texas. That's all obviously I didn't go to any of because Gibb's been fighting in America. This is my first time seeing Gibb live in like 4 years.
Sick.
Okay.
Sick.
Because he hasn't fought in like the UK.
I don't think I've seen I've
Yeah.
never seen him live.
He's not
Actually.
from
I saw him
UK.
Apart from
fight.
Joe.
I saw him fight
Jay Swindler.
Jake and Jay.
Oh, you saw him fight Jake? Yeah. So
The
you went to
dreaded night.
Miami. Yeah.
That
Like,
was COVID,
maybe I
you know.
did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That was COVID.
Oh.
They did because they
Yeah.
came back. Nico and George went. That's
Yeah.
when it was ranked Saeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I've been to every single one, and like, I've always loved like being at these like boxing events. I loved it, but honestly, this is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good because it was like the Brazilian crowd.
Yeah.
It was mad.
Well, I was saying I watched the stream a bit late. I kind of watched certain fights and then I stopped watching. But then every time they put Whindersson on screen, the crowd were going crazy. And I was like putting in a chat, sure that's fake noise. And they're like, nah, they're out here, man. They're actually all there.
It was a party.
Yeah.
Because like obviously they're there for Whindersson, but obviously there was a Brazilian Julie Polka was fighting.
Yeah.
So when she was fighting a lot earlier than Whindersson. So when it was her fight, it was insane.
Mental.
Like there was just the fight after Kenny, so it was ridiculous. And then I was like, whoa, when Whindersson comes out, it's going to be mad.
Yeah.
And
It was.
And you could see the pool that Whindersson had because obviously as soon as that fight finished, the stadium half.
Well, I've
or the
seen
arena
people
half.
before fight. You know, I can't remember. A long time ago, there was a guy who fought who had like 100 odd million TikTok followers.
There was Michael Lee who had 52 million.
But then
who
when
fought Jarvis.
I swear when he fought that the crowd wasn't really like that.
Well, no, it's like
The
TikTok-
weight's different.
Yeah.
The weight
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like different platforms.
But then when I'm hearing Whindersson's got like 150 million followers, I'm assuming it's similar type of thing. I didn't know he was like, actually like built like
He's
that.
got like 40 million just on Instagram.
Yeah, I heard this
Yeah.
now. I didn't know at the time. And then you see in the crowd, it's like, it's actually unreal.
And like Brazilians are just proud of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
man.
South
Yeah.
American just in general, like when they have 50 million on anything, it's 50 million.
Yeah.
Like,
It's insane. 'Cause I knew it because when it was the World Cup, I was still here I flew for the knockouts, but I was here for the group stages.
Yeah.
And Box Park is Wembley is close to
Okay.
me. And the Brazilians they're there for the
Mad.
group was insane. I knew, whoa, there's a big Brazilian presence here. So
Yeah.
but I didn't know it'd be that big for like this boxing.
Boxing.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it'd be massive. It was crazy.
I was saying that was the one fight that I just didn't really care about.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I heard the crowd, I was like, okay, now I'm interested.
And now I'm like fighting for Whindersson. You know, I'm like,
What, against Kenny?
I mean, you
no,
can't.
well, no.
You can't Kenny
But
like-
I'm saying the character, you know, himself.
yeah, no, you got big support, but
Yeah.
he's got to be main event now.
Yeah, no, that's what you said.
no, 100%.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got to be main event
Yeah.
now. You saw the pool he had.
When Kenny went up and they did their like face off afterwards, it was so nice firstly. Like, I was expecting Kenny had Nate, who was just a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then he's now got him who,
Doesn't speak English.
but even when they translated
nice
it, it was
guy.
like, oh, you're a really good boxer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really interested for our fight. I love how Kenny, I think Kenny was like, oh, I don't want to upset the crowd. So he was like, love to Brazil.
And they went nuts. Like they went crazy.
It was a
like,
smart move.
Very,
Smart move.
very smart. I said to him, you need to learn a couple sentences in Portuguese for the next fight. You have to.
Yeah.
That'll be so cool.
Yeah.
Imagine knocking
That's
him
gonna
out.
be a
and
sick
then-
fight.
Just learn like, I'm excited for this fight for the press conference.
Wow.
Just learn that. If he says that,
Because
they'll love him.
this is his chance and our chance to get a big Brazilian audience.
100%.
You know, this is perfect.
Although you got to start incorporating some Portuguese into your videos.
Yeah,
Like,
Chuck
Yeah.
speaks Portuguese, so it's fine.
Really?
Yeah, he speaks Portuguese.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
How
well?
I know, I believe you. I'm just
How
like,
well?
that's just really convenient.
Oh, that's a new audience just locked.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Locked.
so Chuck's got us.
So you got Whindersson and Kenny next.
Yeah.
Gibb and
Jarvis.
and then Zanetti and Nate.
How do you feel when...
Is it an 8?
Uh,
No, it was meant to be. Well, McBroom is meant to still fight.
Oh.
But I don't think he's going to continue.
Yeah, that's what he said as well.
Yeah, I don't think he's
But they also said that.
Nate's fighting the Polish Don.
Filipek is fighting Nate.
okay,
and
of course,
then Zanetti is meant to fight McBroom, but they both.
Yeah,
they
I think it'll be
both,
Blueface.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
both kind of like gave up.
True.
So it's two guys that gave up in the fight.
So Blueface maybe will join it because they said he might join in.
Yeah.
But who's
That'd
the
be
other
fun.
one?
What do you mean?
If two pull out, if Zanetti
Oh,
doesn't
Zanetti
fight,
won't. I don't think
he
he'll
will continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zanetti will.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But I think that was fight of the night. Blueface versus Ed Matthews.
That was mad.
Blueface was going ham. Yeah.
I was
It
saying,
was-
how annoyed would you be if you were Ed Matthews though? 1 second.
One
yeah,
second.
Yeah.
I'd
could've
rather
finished the
lose
fight.
on decision.
Oh
than
yeah, by far.
TKO.
Finish the fight.
I'm sprinting away, man. I'm sprinting. I'm literally
Yeah.
telling my head and
As soon as you hear that, like, you know, the
yeah, the 10
I'm
seconds.
running. Just turn around.
I've got 10 seconds. You just get out of there, like, forget
Yeah.
it, just entertain. But that was a good fight. The whole event was sick. Obviously, Kenny smashed it.
Kenny smashed it, man.
Yeah.
How's he feeling? Do you reckon he was? Because obviously the result previously wasn't the best. So was he nervous or
It
was
was,
he ready?
I think it was the best. It was the best thing to happen to him.
You think?
I think it was
Yeah.
the best thing to happen to him because if he'd have won, obviously everyone knows what his problem was. He just
Yeah.
wasn't. He just didn't throw enough.
Yeah.
If he won that fight, he wouldn't need to change anything.
Yeah.
His coaches will go back. They'll be like, "Okay, you won. We'll go into the tournament. Keep doing that."
That's a
And,
good way to look at it, man.
You know, this is the best thing that happened to him. Now he came bad intentions, no trim Kenny. That's what we call him.
Yeah. He was throwing as well.
No
He was
trim,
throwing.
nothing. He said, "Yeah, bad intentions." Changed his walkout song.
Yeah.
Changed
No
many
50 Cent, man.
Yeah, no
Yeah. 50 Cent.
50 Cent. Gone. Changed it. And he just came with bad intentions, man. Like he just came. I'm not messing about. I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna show everyone I could. Because that guy, I always said, he's a sleeping giant. Like
Yeah.
he's so good. And even though there's like he's been unfortunate, he's had decisions.
Yeah.
3 out of his 4 fights before that were decisions.
Mhm.
2 went his way on the night. 2 didn't. I think no.
But
2 went
even the ones that
one
went
didn't.
his
But
way,
eventually,
yeah.
the one got overturned. So he only won one, and the one that he did win was a Sensei one, which still had controversy because a lot of people believe he didn't win that. So every single time went decision.
Yeah.
It never was clear cut.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't go to decision. You know,
Yeah.
don't. Because he looks like a 12-round fighter, but
Yeah.
you see, there's no 12 rounds.
Yeah.
So just finish your fights, and if you can't finish your fights, and because some people just don't go down, like Zanetti, they just don't go down.
Yeah.
If you can't finish the fight, it goes to decision. Win every round.
Yeah.
You know, like you can see in the guy's face that he's blooded faced and whatever. Like, so it's now. I think he's got the tactic. He's woken up. He knows what to do, and I think he's a guaranteed finalist. And I've been saying it from before
Sick,
the
man.
tournament was
Sick.
announced, or from when I saw the brackets, I knew for sure.
Yeah.
But even before, I said this guy's a guaranteed.
It's gonna be a
finalist.
good fight though against Winterson.
Yeah.
Because Winterson looked good.
He looked alright. Yeah.
Good,
He
good.
looked really good.
He's good. Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
good. He's very
He
good.
looked calculated as well. Like,
It's weird though not knowing anything about the people. Like Winterson, I obviously had no idea. And Nate, all I'd heard was good things.
Yeah.
So I actually thought Kenny might be in trouble with, because we had heard like he's amazing. Like he's
Oh, I
so
know,
good.
because he's
I
in
knew.
Thailand as well, based out of Thailand. Everyone's like unknown, not sure what the circle is like over there, but Kane did well.
I
Very
just
well.
knew like yeah, he's 3-0, but headgear every single fight.
Yeah.
Like 14-ounce
Yeah, I
gloves
didn't
every
find
single
that out
fight.
until
You know, so
last night.
I knew. I was like, once he starts feeling like, it doesn't matter if it's Kenny or if it's anyone else. Like it's a whole different thing when they fight with 10-ounce gloves
Yeah.
and no headgear.
Yeah.
Like Kenny got rocked by Sensei the first time he wore 10-ounce gloves, and he said like that was what changed everything for him. That's why he became a bit more like he was throwing a jab more careful. Because when you feel that,
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that. It must like it might not even hurt because it's adrenaline, but it's like you can't control your body anymore. Like
Yeah,
your legs
yeah.
wobble
Yeah.
and you don't know what to do. You're like, what's going on? I can't. And they're not professional boxers.
Yeah, well, you see, even with Zanetti, you know how he like tapped out. It's
Yeah.
like it must be hurting you a lot, and also taking a lot out of you. Even like Ed Matthews, obviously he's a fit guy, but he like, obviously couldn't breathe. He was
It's a lot. So I
Yeah.
knew Kent. Like I predicted that. I said second round. I predicted everything.
That's
I knew
sick.
it would happen, but yeah, I think he's should be in the final, and that
Nice,
final's gonna be
nice.
good against Gibb or Jarvis.
who do you reckon?
Who do you think wins that?
Bro, I still think Gibb wins it, but Jarvis impressed me.
Jarvis
was
like
really good.
Jarvis impressed. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like it was like because Jarvis fought like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Once. And obviously everyone knows he's been just training for the last 2 years in the Mayweather camp and everything.
Yeah.
So I knew he was going to improve, but he looked good.
Looked really good,
man.
yeah.
But he was in a dogfight.
Yeah.
Like he didn't. I think he just went, you know what? Forget the tactics. I'm just going to go dogfight, and he did.
Well, that's what Zanetti is. He's just like all heart, really. Like, he just puts everything into it.
I mean, yeah, he definitely, but he lost his heart at the end.
Yeah, he
He's
did.
like,
He did. At the end,
that's
he
the
gave
worst.
up, yeah.
Like if he just went,
I was confused.
I've never seen
it
that.
felt out of character for him as well. I thought that's not the type of thing he would do.
yeah.
So he just left his arm like, chill for a sec. I'm out.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Like usually people give up. They'll give up in their corner, like in the stool between rounds.
Yeah.
I've seen that. They go,
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore. And then the coach will say it's off, and then ref goes like that. I don't think I've seen someone just go, yeah, no, stop.
Call it, man. Call it. Usually it's a towel throw.
Or the towel gets thrown
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Jarvis definitely impressed me. Like now, after seeing last night's event, I'm so even the women's ones. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because you've seen everyone once now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you look at the matchups. And now
I like the format.
You've seen them fight.
I like it a lot.
Tournament's always fun because there's something to fight for. When you win, you know who you're fighting next already. Everyone knows.
And also there's no like annoying like fight organization. You know how it's like discussions, people dropping out. It's like you know who they're fighting. It's like no signing for everything. It's already pre-done.
People like try to protect their careers, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So the fights that you want to happen just take so long. Even in real boxing, like we never got AJ Fury. We never got Pacquiao, Mayweather tour when they were already old, or like Amir Khan versus Kell Brook came like super late in their career. Like that always happens.
Yeah.
And like we're still waiting for KSI Jake Paul. But like this tournament, everyone signed up saying like I don't care who I fight. Like these are all top guys and they're just fighting. And it's like whoever we draw, we fight. Like you're gonna fight to be the best. Like if Jarvis wins the whole tournament, for example, let's use Jarvis. He's had to have beaten Zanetti, which is a tough fighter. Yeah. Gibb, and then Kenny or Whindersson Nunes in the final.
Yeah.
That's you know, like he's proven himself. That's a lot of respect. And the same thing goes to if Gibb wins, McBroom, Jarvis, and then Kenny or Whindersson in the final. It's all top. Like you've got to like beat top guys to win this whole thing. That's what I like about tournament. You know, you really prove yourself.
I was gonna say though, I don't think the tournament lasts in terms of the loser bracket.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's the part where
someone, as much as someone has to win 3 fights, someone has to lose 3 fights, and I don't think the 2 people that are going to lose 2 fights stay. I think if they lose 2 and then
I think if Nate loses again, he'll stay for the 3rd one.
You think?
100%.
I think Nate will.
He's so happy. He's happy to be there. He's happy to be around.
Yeah.
Like he'll be there, and even Philippe. I think Nate and Philippe. They'll stay for the whole
thing. McBroom, he wanted Gibb, right? Like he came in this to fight Gibb, probably, and then he's fought him now and lost. So he's like, why? Yeah,
McBroom I can't see. To be fair, it's only McBroom because Zanetti I can see doing it. Philippe I can see doing it because you saw Philippe had stickers of promotion. Yeah, he had promotion everywhere. So Philippe's there at every event. He doesn't care. He's having them green stickers on everything. So Philippe's always there. Zanetti I think will be there, and I think Nate 100% is there. So it's, I think we'll be fine.
Because I think Nate believes in himself, but if he loses now, like the second one,
I still think it'll be.
But I think because
the last one, you get to fight at the O2 Arena. The last one's at the O2 Arena.
Okay.
You're fighting at the O2 Arena. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're not in tournament anymore. Like you're still fighting there.
And more
even
fights.
If you get a big knockout, then people might be talking about you more than whoever wins.
Yeah,
because you got a crazy knockout. Like you have something to take home. Like I still think, trust me, I think.
And even like in a year or whatever, Misfits probably like, well, he's a fighter now. We've seen him. He's got the audience. Like to know who he is, just bring him over or something. So
because if you pull out for no reason as well, that could ruin your chance of getting other events. So for sure, I think it can happen. But I think the only way it'll be tough is if there's injuries, because there's only like 8 weeks in between fights. If someone gets someone gets knocked out, someone gets knocked out, like usually there's a suspension or you can't fight. Or if like someone like I don't know has an elbow to the eye and they have an eye injury, or and this is one of the winners. Say like God forbid one of like Kenny, Whindersson, Jarvis or Gibb in the semi-final get really hurt, they can't do the final anymore.
Yeah.
So then they have to bring someone else into the final. Like anything can happen.
Face, just ready.
Imagine if like someone gets DQ'd. Like you see how Chase Demore fought and he lost.
Kenny, I saw tweets. Like, you see Kenny, people tweeting about Kenny saying, "Oh, it was very close." Yeah,
but I was saying we forgot before. Like Kenny's one was more like reflexes.
Yeah. It was complete. You could literally
Chase went for him.
You could literally say it was complete reflexes. But I saw
it would have been another 6 punches after Kenny's.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the difference. Like that one was mad though.
Yeah,
it chased them all. Yeah,
but like he lost.
Yeah.
So the other guy won by getting knocked out.
Yes.
So if that happened on KINGPYN, it'd be so weird. Like imagine Jarvis gets knocked out next fight, but the other guy gets DQ'd.
Yeah,
Jarvis is now in the final after getting battered.
Game's the game, man.
Did you see the ref get dropped by Drew?
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. Nah, it was a good event, man. It was class. The women's tournament looked good as well.
Yeah. Are you tempted to ever fight? Not for you.
I get asked this all the time. Like in an ideal fantasy world, I would love to. Like I love the mental side of it so much.
Oh yeah, I was also going to bring this up. You know about this?
Oh,
it's the
one.
It's right now, man.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
Yes, I got it.
You don't have it?
Like on the podcast.
I haven't got the alarm.
Also, it was a minute early, man.
Your phone is fake.
They're leaving me to die in a flood.
This is a test of emergency alerts, a new UK government service that will warn you if there's a life-threatening emergency. They do this in America.
Yeah, I've seen those. So that's always like weather warnings.
We got it on the podcast live. Oh, it's not live, but it's got on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surviving.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're in trouble.
I get this when I go to America. They do Amber alerts. It's like someone's gone missing.
Yeah,
I just go settings, turn it off.
I was actually going to mention this as well. I heard it in the on the drive, like to the train
Me
station.
too. My dad mentioned
And
it.
I was like, I'm going to mention this because it's going to happen during the podcast, and then I forgot.
5-0 half time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my word! It's 5-0 to Newcastle over Spurs at half time.
Oh my god.
Who scored? Did Trippier score?
No, Murphy 2, Joe Linton 1, Isak 2. Hey, by the way, it was 5-0 by 21st minute.
Oh my god.
I reckon it ends 5-0.
Oh
I hate that. I hate
my
Those
word!
games always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That alarm was crazy.
What I was going to ask
Put it on
is,
Do Not Disturb.
during these fights,
I think it's still coming through on Do Not Disturb.
Nah, it will, but I'm just saying I
I
don't
was on
want
Do
to.
Not Disturb,
I
but
don't
it's
wanna get
going to still come on.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you feel during these fights?
How did I?
Actually, wait. Are you going to fight?
Yeah, I was saved by the bell.
Literally.
I don't think so at this point. I don't think so for sure because everyone is so far ahead. Everyone's like years ahead.
Yeah.
But a bit of me wishes that I started training with Kenny when he first started. Because like now we're both the same weight class. Imagine I was in this tournament like the Elle Brooke and Emily Brooks sisters.
Yeah.
Imagine me and Kenny were in the same
Unreal.
tournament, same weight class, everything. But no, I don't think so. Like I've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing this, there's so much sacrifice.
Takes a lot of
Yeah.
dedication.
So much dedication. You're training twice a day for 5 days a week at least.
Yeah.
Where do you have time to work on your own stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
you're seeing some of them are even like abandoning their YouTube channels, which I don't
Yeah.
agree with. But
Yeah.
I also
We
understand
spoke
like
about that last
Yeah.
week.
yeah, but I also understand a little bit. It's gonna be tough.
Mm.
But end of the day, like you got to find a balance. I think a little bit. So imagine that me doing that whilst also trying to work on everything else I'm doing, like
Yeah.
3 different channels or whatever, and the clothing.
Mhm.
So it's like no, I don't think I'll start. But like I love the mental side of it. I just love anything to do with psychology. So I love like promoting the fight, building
Yeah,
up
yeah.
what I post tactically, what I post
That's
on my story.
that's the only part I want to be involved
Same.
in.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
The
I want a
actual-
press conference.
The actual fight is like, yeah, it's 15 minutes. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else,
The branding, everything.
everything else, yeah, like that's the part I love of it. Because you can win the fight before you even step in the ring.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Conor McGregor used to do that all the time.
Yeah,
he did it to Jose
yeah.
Aldo, he did it to Dustin Poirier, he did it to Frankie Edgar, not Frankie Edgar, he did it to who else did it? Whoever, all his opponents. So yeah, like that's the part I love, like getting in someone's head
Yeah.
before the fight and winning it before they get in the ring.
Yeah.
But then there's the like actual dedication, which I don't have the time to do, so I don't think
It's
so.
hard, man.
I always said if I'm not going to ever, I'm
Yeah,
never going to
yeah.
fight. But if I was to fight now, I think I'd definitely fight on something like Create a Clash
Okay.
because I felt like the standard was so much lower.
Less pressure as
Yeah.
well.
Now
right?
I feel like Misfits and
Yeah,
Kingpyn,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you go in there now and it's going to show that you've never boxed before
Mhm.
compared to Gib, who's trained for years.
And they all had
5
fun,
years.
man. Everyone on Craig Clash had fun. Even when they were losing, they were having fun.
Yeah.
Whereas like on Misfits, if you lose, you're like, oh.
It's
what's
because
going
the quality was so much lower. Like it was still fun, but
yeah.
yeah, like
That was a massive turnout as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it was really
Like,
good too.
Lower standards, but still big
Yeah,
reach. So
for
it's
sure.
like it's perfect.
But how is it watching Kenny for you? Because obviously, like I feel like it's the same. Sidemen, we watch
Yeah.
JJ. Beta Squad watch Kenny.
Mhm.
Do you find it horrible, or are you?
I know you
actually-
do when you watch
Yeah,
KSI fight, but you know what? Like I rarely am like nervous when I watch Kenny fight because I like
Confidence.
because I
Yeah.
know how good he is. I'm only nervous that he's not going to show it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that's like it's like I'm like sometimes people think I'm crazy. I start to sound crazy. I'm like, no, he's genuinely so good. Like I'm not saying it like just to say it because of my friend. This
Yeah.
is bias aside. Like if my friend wasn't that good, I'd probably like I wouldn't hype him up as much. Like you don't just because someone's your friend, you don't have to love. Let's say for example, you make music,
Yeah.
right, or someone else.
Shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying like no, but everyone has different tastes. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
Yeah,
if your
yeah.
friend if your friend makes rock music and I listen to R&B. My dad's a musician.
Oh yeah.
My dad's actually a singer.
Sick.
I don't like his music. I don't
Yeah.
listen to his music.
What kind of music do you sing?
It's Somali music. I don't
Ah.
understand a word he says. I speak Somali, by the way, but
Yeah,
when
yeah.
music when they're singing, it sounds different. But like it's like that. But so if he wasn't that good of a boxer, probably would tell him to give it a rest.
Yeah.
But
But he's good. Yeah.
he is good. Like
Yeah.
he's so good. So I rarely get nervous. I think my nerves depend on the opponents he's fighting.
yeah.
So Sensei, I was nervous.
He doesn't fight easy people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
fair play, man. Yeah.
Sensei, I was very nervous. Tempo, I was nervous because his first fight. Tempo, I was shitting bricks. It was his
Yeah.
first fight, so I was like, oh my god, he's someone I know is actually
Yeah.
fighting. Like usually when I go to like any boxing event, I'm just relaxing. Head up. Sorry.
That was planted because your football podcast. We thought
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
prank
No,
you.
I appreciate that. No, but usually I'm like chilling, and to be fair, KSI Logan, my heart was going.
Well, yeah, to be
in
fair,
LA.
he did fight like Joe Weller, which at the time was scary as shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It
At that
was-
point, everyone had Joe Weller's
And then
favorite.
just Logan.
Yeah, but no, I'm really nervous for Kenny. I think Nate fight I wasn't nervous at all, but now I think now going onwards, the next 2 fights, I'm going to be terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think you'll have the same thing again, where you'll on the night you'll be confident.
Yeah,
again.
I'm pretty calm. Like, but the first fight, it's like, so with you is it like when you're nervous, is it like your heart that's going? Because I had a weird one. My knee was like, my knee cap was like shaking.
Oh wow.
I couldn't control my knee.
Yeah, I know. I just get it like your
Gut,
stomach.
in your gut. Yeah, I get that
right
as
in your
well.
gut.
Yeah.
But it's because like I watch boxing. I don't watch it massively. I don't know a lot. It's fine. It's fine.
And I'm damaging the set. The prime has to be there.
Trying to get that roll off from the prime sale. Me personally, so trying to get these logos all.
Yeah, because I
Prime.
like that one a lot. That was
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know anything about boxing.
yeah.
Like JJ gets punched, and you know he rolls it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, he's just been punched.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh man, we
that
thought he
deep.
was losing the Joella fight.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
were like, oh my god, he's losing.
You watch it back now, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's like he didn't get hit.
You think it hit Joe's
But
hitting
the whole time I'm
Joe's
like-
hitting the glove a lot and all
Yeah,
that
I'm
stuff.
like, he's done. He's done it. Oh, Joe's just won it. It's done.
That's what I
Yeah.
was like too.
And then seeing as well, when Logan obviously knocked him down the back of the head one,
Yeah.
seeing JJ get up and have the legs that,
Yeah, wobbled a little bit.
Yeah.
that is like, my friend can't defend himself. I need to stop this.
yeah. then Pineda and Swarms, I was not nervous at all. I had a great night.
Yeah, surely you weren't nervous that night
I was nervous until I saw the first 6 seconds.
Okay.
of Pineda. You weren't nervous
Well,
about
both
Swans.
really, because Swarms I know he's a footballer, like he's an athlete.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe he just has this weird, strength and aggression.
Yeah.
Then he came out and started spinning, and I was like, okay, it's fine. And Pineda,
Ran away.
as soon as I saw him do this, I was like, yeah, it's done.
He just grimaced. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one I
do that.
wasn't nervous.
Yeah, no, surely not.
What's
But
interesting
he's
how you
fine
were talking
soon.
about, the Kenny losing, how you said it was good for him.
Yeah.
Obviously, JJ hasn't lost, right? So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he did prior to the fight, would we feel different? Because
Probably.
he has a good ego. He has a big ego, you know?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing is, we've not seen how he takes a loss, whereas Kenny lost and took it well. So it was
That
like,
shows a lot.
Yeah. That,
well, it's got
yeah.
the controversial one, the one that got
Yeah, he
overturned.
lost to Temper as well. But like, it's just different personality types. Like, it's like you said with JJ, he's like, obviously he's achieved so much, so he's like he knows how good he is. Like I said, the ego is he's got a healthy ego.
Yeah.
Like from what I know of. So it's like, I'm the man, I'm the best, I can't lose. His documentary's called I can't lose in it. So like that helps him win. That helps him win.
Yeah.
So it's like if he was to lose, no one knows how that
Yeah.
would. But with Kenny, he's like, it's balanced. Like I wish he had more of an ego a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then you'd see it through his
His
earlier
potential
fights.
shines more.
Because when you have a bit more of an ego, you're like, Kesa has that, Gib has that, Slim has that.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the ego is part of like big self-belief. Kenny has big self-belief for sure. He knows how good he is, but he doesn't have like that big ego side. So that,
I hear that,
so
yeah.
that's why he's like more like he's fighting really well, but he's also fighting safe.
Yes.
But if you had
yeah.
the big, if you have to be a little bit unhinged, you have to be a bit
Yeah,
crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
Because you got to be like, I don't care if I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna make sure I hit you hard.
Well, that's why JJ and Logan, I don't think JJ would have won that fight with Logan if he didn't have that crazy belief. 'Cause he just
Exactly.
put everything
And he's in
at it.
LA and everything.
Yeah.
But also where it helped Kenny is because he didn't have that big ego and he's balanced throughout. Losing meant that it didn't affect him too much. Because if
okay.
you have that big ego, when you lose, you're like, oh my God, like you get like a reality check. Am I as good as I thought I was? But Kenny is like, because it's balanced all the way throughout. When he does lose, he's like, okay, I lost. Obviously, I'm gutted. But what do I do now? I need to win. He fought a month later. He won and knocked the guy out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sick.
it's like, just depends on like what people are like personality wise.